Molweni bantu abahle, hello beautiful people. It is Sunday. I'm back with a bang and a polo neck. It's cold, winter is upon us. I'm hoping that you are keeping safe and you are snuggling up. But please don't forget to be active because winter will pass and then you'll be like, oh, pusamabhodi, abe usamabhodi enzima to achieve. Yes, okay. Today let's talk social work. Do you think social work is a profession? Do you think people who are social workers, or do you think social workers went to school and studied for social work? Have you ever used the service of a social worker? What was your experience on the service of the social worker? What do social workers do? Do social workers work with other people? Let us first tackle one thing at a time. Yes, social work is a profession. What do you think, man? It is a profession. We go to university, some study in colleges. You study for 4 years and you obtain a degree, bachelor's in social work. It differs from university to university how they write it, but you go to university, you go to a college and you study to become a social worker. Once you are studying as a social worker, you go, because we are taught how to work with people, in individuals, in groups, in community. And then you must get an experience on how are you going to work with these people when you are done. Hence, you are given an opportunity to do your practicals. You are placed in an organization or in a work setting where you practice what you are being taught from the first year up until the 4th year, or up until you finish with your studies. That is social work. And then you must also be registered whilst you are studying. I think the time I was studying, it was in the 2nd or the 3rd year, where you must register with the Council of Social Service Practitioners, where social workers, assistant social workers, which are called auxiliary social workers or social auxiliary workers, and child and youth care workers, we all are registered with that council to regulate the services that we're doing. And when a community member has a complaint, you can also complain there about the services that we're doing or we are rendering. So we must register with that council, with the council, not with that council, with the council. We register with the council. And then when you are done with your studies, you again register with the council as now a qualified social worker to practice now, fully licensed, let me put it that way, fully licensed to work with people. And you must do that every year, because you cannot work with people and you are not registered. There is no body that regulates what you are doing. There is no body that tells you how you must do your services and when should you engage and how, all those things. So it regulates what we're doing. It also makes sure that we're doing, we are rendering services in terms of the ethics of social work. So what am I saying? Yes, social work is a qualification. Yes, you go to school. Yes, you are taught. Yes, you are taught on how to engage with people. You are taught on what techniques and skills and roles that you must use when you are engaging with people. So it's a qualification. When you study for 4 years, you study for 3 years, and then some universities or colleges, it's 3 years, and then you do your honors the 4th year. Some are packaged in one. That 4 years, it's your diploma, and then it's your degree, and then you do your honors. So social work, it is a profession. You go to school to be taught, because when you are working with people, bantu abahle, it's not easy to work with emotions. It's not easy. It's not easy to work with complex problems of people. It's not easy. you must be taught on how to engage. You must be taught on how to help a person with a, let me say, a marital issue. You must be able to assist a person who is now saying, I want to end my life. You must bring that person to a certain point. You must assist that person to say, what brings you here? What brings you to the point that you are in now, that wants you to do or to commit suicide? So you must be taught on how and what to do. I see lately on television that there are many shows that deals with people's problems and people's issues. And sometimes I have a concern that because some of these shows are done for TV and, you know, for entertaining us. Of course, they are assisting people, but, you know, it's also for entertainment. Now, my concern is that I'm hoping that after the show or after they show us, entertain us or assist the person via television, there is a form where that person is engaged with a social worker or a psychologist. I see in some of them they do have that, but because my point is that it's not easy to work with a person, because you cannot open up a person's problem and leave that person hanging. You open up or you assist a person to a point. It's just not once off. So, and you must be, when you're assisting that person, you must know what you're doing. And then you leave the person hanging. You must know what you're doing. So, Bantu Abahle, today, I just want to give you that message to say that social work, it is a profession. People study to become social workers. They get practice from first year to fourth year. They are registered with the council every year so that whatever they are doing, it's regulated. And they are screened to work with people, because when you are working with people and children, because social work, you're working with children most of the time, you must be screened to see that you do not have criminal record on child abuse and whatever regarding children. That's it for today. I hope that you at least gained something and you now know what social work is all about. I'm still going to unpack some of the things that I have learned as a social worker within this 21 years being a social worker. I love you people. Please subscribe, like, and do share or a comment or so. Thank you very much. Love you. Until next week. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Love you.